been beaten plenty of times. He's one of the sport's journeyman. Lost 58 of those contests, but he's only been stopped on 5 occasions. So he's tough, he's durable. The lad whose nickname is Gypsy, Billy Smith, from Stourport.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring, Ricky Burns.
Big cheer for Ricky Burns, the 24-year-old from Coatbridge, the other side of Scotland. Trains with Billy Nelson in Glasgow. And he's been busy as Ricky. This is his 5th fight since September. And hoping that he's going to be able to get maybe another British title shot at some stage in 2008. Tall, rangy sort of fighter, very tall for a super featherweight, as you'll see when he lines up against Smith. Stands 5'10", good mover, and plenty of support up here in Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest this evening is a contest over 8 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. Firstly, please welcome weighing in at 9 stone 11 and fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts, hailing from Stourport, presenting and introducing Billy Smith. And across the ring, his opponent this evening, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and blue shorts, weighing in at 9 stone 9. He hails from Coatbridge, Scotland, and has a record of 19 wins from 21 contests. Please welcome the former British Commonwealth and European title challenger, Ricky Burns! Ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Victor Laughlin from Paisley, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay guys, you know the rules. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourselves at all times. God bless, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will be 6 3-minute rounds.
Ricky Burns made himself a lot of fans in February last year when he went the distance with Alex Arthur. British, Commonwealth and European title fights, and Alex said afterwards, this is a lad who at some stage in the future is going to be the British champion. We'll see again this year when he went in against Carl Johansson, and on that occasion, this February, Johansson, a little bit surprisingly to some, emerged as a points winner, and now Ricky hopes for a chance against the winner of that January 12th British title fight between Johansson and Mitchell at York Hall. And who knows, if he can come through this looking good, then he may well get that opportunity.
Yeah, tall for the weight, John, Ricky Burns. 5'10", that's tall for a super featherweight. And he's got good boxing skills, good basics, good jab. And waiting for Smith, he's actually waiting for Smith to lead, and he's beating him to the punch with that jab. But Billy Smith, another one of the journeymen, tough as old boots, he really is, Billy Smith. Takes fights at very, very short notice, always gives a good account of himself, gives anyone a good workout. But Ricky Burns should be have no problems here, John.
I remember nearly 3 years ago when Ricky went in as a late substitute. Remember that fight against Graham Earl? And at that time, Earl, you know, I mean, OK, he's been beaten now a couple of times by Michael Katsidis and by Amir Khan. But at that time, Graham Earl was an undefeated fighter. Nobody had really heard of Ricky Burns, and he went in there as a late substitute, and he won the fight.
Yeah, his best win of his career, no doubt.
Another fighter trained by Billy Nelson. And Ricky, as you heard our Master of Ceremonies tell you, in his 22nd professional fight tonight. Billy Smith, as Richie Woodall telling you, one of the real tough, gnarled old journeymen of the game. Looks a little bit older than he's 29 years. But he doesn't get stopped by too many. In fact, the last time he was actually stopped in a fight was by John Murray, who's one of the rising talents, British boxing's young fighter of the year last year, and still undefeated as a professional, and managed to stop Billy inside the distance when they met last year.
Good work there from Burns, but just made a mistake. He just lost concentration. He was looking outside the ring for a split second. That allowed Smith just to turn him off them ropes. And he's got to concentrate here as Ricky Burns. But that ramrod left jab is a superb punch for Ricky. Oh, lovely timing, Ricky Burns.
Well, he's won this opening round clearly enough. 6 3-minute rounds. Dave Coldwell, the other man in Burns' corner, alongside Billy Nelson.
Good work there, John. Lovely straight right hand, and again, long-range stuff. Just got caught with a little left hook there, but better long-range work from Burns. The timing of that shot was superb. Left hook there. He allowed Billy Smith to lead. He leant back and comes with a left hook. Super punch.
Sometimes I think if Ricky had just a little bit more of a dig, he'd have been a real handful for anybody.
Because he's got lovely boxing skills, no doubt about it. So yeah, a bit more power, and he'd be okay. But he's not doing so bad, John.
Oh, he won that one nicely enough. And there's the face of a fighting man, isn't it, Billy Smith? You suspect that he's not backed down from too many over the years. And I bet he started when he was quite young as well.
And he's got a brother as well, hasn't he?
Ernie.
How many fights have they had between them, John? They must have had over 100, 150 fights.
Just imagine when they were growing up together, probably knocking lumps out of each other. An interesting place, the Smith household. I was a bit surprised, you know, that Ricky Burns didn't give a better account of himself when he fought Carl Johansson. I really did think that Burns had a great chance of winning that fight, but when it came to it, Johansson's power just proved decisive. But he wants that chance again. Johansson, Mitchell squaring off. That's a real intriguing one on January the 12th. Fight you're going to be able to watch on Setanta Sports, incidentally. Not sure where my money would be on that one. I suspect that Mitchell, you know, youth ambition might just have that on his side.
It's a tough fight to call, it really is, but getting back here, Ricky Burns boxing well here now, John. His timing's been superb tonight, mainly keeping it at long range. Billy Smith, he's trying to be an elusive target and just trying to avoid punches, but Ricky Burns very accurate tonight with the shots.
Pro since 2001, Ricky Burns. And very busy of late. Well, good reactions. He's naturally athletic, Burns. You're talking about Billy Smith, incidentally. Ricky Burns has twice been in with brother, with Ernie, beaten him a couple of times.
And I bet he didn't stop him.
I don't believe he did, no.
Oh, lovely boxing. Smith himself there tried to land a couple of shots, but Burns, lovely boxing there, just stepping back as he's moving forward, then he steps back, creates the gap and brings his opponent onto the shot.
It's your sort of fighter, Ricky Burns, isn't he? He's got a nice, long, snapping left-hand lead, and he puts his combinations together well.
And I like the use of the jab, John, again, that jab. You know, that's me, you know me, John, but I like a well-schooled boxer, and Ricky Burns certainly is that.
Richie the Jab Woodall. Well, he's won the second round nicely enough. Smith trying to keep busy, that the better quality of work has come from Burns. Some of the good work from Burns in this second round. Came back with a good solid right hand there after making his man miss.
Here's that jab, John. The straight right hand there from Burns. Just sparing a little bit with the uppercut. It's just caught with a little cuff shot there. but generally Burns well in control.
Let's have a listen into the corner.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey. Thank you. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Billy Nelson, Ricky Burns' trainer, wants his man to give him his undivided attention. Burns with his hair dyed blonde and the black and blue shorts. On Richie Woodall's card, he's taken the first couple of rounds.
Not a bad right hand there from Smith. He's doing the right thing here, he's moving that head all the time. Where he's going wrong, he's just staying at mid and long range, far too long. Smith's got to get to his man if he's going to land any shots and work on the inside. But Burns, he's controlling things, he's controlling the tempo, and he's also controlling the distance of the fight between himself and Smith.
Smith's trying to get inside and rough his man up. A few shouts of Flower of Scotland going up. Tell you what, there's going to be some atmosphere when we get round to the main event.
Good jabs.
I was going to say, took the words out of my mouth. Good boxing. Good to see.
What he's got to watch out for, John, is he doesn't get complacent, and he also doesn't fall short with the jab, because Smith will try this right hand over the top. That's his only chance of getting actually into him, landing him with anything solid. So Burns has got to keep that jab nice and sharp, nice and snappy, and get it back to the guard position nice and quick.
The odds you suggest, or would suggest, maybe are against it, though. In his career, which dates back to 2000, Billy Smith has yet to stop a man. Wouldn't mind betting he stopped one or two outside the ring. Anthony Farnell, former WBU middleweight champion, in the red and grey striped sweater on the far side of the ring. Now forging a decent career for himself as a trainer. Now his boxing days are over. Well, it's not a bad scrap, this one. Yeah, it's not all one-way traffic. Smith's keeping it competitive.
Well, Smith landed with a couple of right hands towards the end of the round, but Burns is winning, no doubt.
See what's happening in Smith's corner. Fascinating to hear what they say in the corners, Richie.
Yeah,
how much of it goes in?
Well, this is it. The quality of the fighter, John. You know, if you're good quality, you've got to take in what they're saying, and it can change the fight, can't it, at the end of the day?
It's the sixth round of this one, and Burns, the taller man, is winning at the moment.
that right hand I was talking about, John, but Smith, he's launching the attack from too far out. Maybe he should throw a feint, probably with the left jab, then whip the right hand over the top, but he's too far away, and Burns is able to read the attack.
He's trying to do that, what they were saying in the corner, though, isn't he?
Yeah, moving the head and side to side,
yep,
and then coming in at a different angle.
Bob and weave, step to the side, throw the body shot as you do it. All the time behind the stage. People will be getting ready. Alex Arthur and Stephen Foster, our main event coming up later on. WBO interim super featherweight title. And the nerves will be starting to jangle a bit.
Yeah, it's amazing how some fighters rise to it, John. Other fighters like to be on their own. You know, it's how you prepare for the contest in the dressing room. Some people like friends with them. Others literally like to just shut themselves away, a bit of music and just relax.
Smith's done better this round, Richie. Landed with one or two decent body shots, and I think there was a left hook to the head got through as well.
Well, he's listened to the corner and a good left hook to the body there from Smith. That was a good shot.
Yep. You can hear it thud home. That's been his best round of the fight so far. Whether he's done enough to win the round, I would doubt.
3 good shots there from Burns, though, John, and the reason for that is that Smith just took his foot off the gas a little bit, and he's staying at long range, and that's where he should not be. Just getting picked off.
Left hand looked a little bit low from Smith in that particular exchange. Far side from the referee, Victor Loughlin. Victor, one of the rising young referees in the British sport. Good shots again from Burns. That's been fought in a good spirit, isn't it? 2 touch gloves at the end of the round. And Ricky Burns is being made to think by this fella, who had his moments in that last round.
Some good head movement there from Smith, avoiding the shot, but Burns just pins him on the ropes. Good left hook went in there from Burns, but he allowed Smith just to time up a little bit there. There's the body shot there from Smith. Working the side, to the sides rather. Better work from Smith. He had a better round that round. I don't know if he did enough to win it, but it was a better round for Smith.
I think he's saying, let's have some more of the same.
I think when he's getting close, John, you know, he's landing the shots and he's in with a shout, isn't he? It's when he's at long range, he gets picked up.
Well, it's the one thing that we've seen from Ricky Burns when he stepped up a level. As much as anything, when he fought Alex Arthur, and certainly when he fought Carl Johansson, it was shots inside which were his undoing. If he could have had the whole fight at distance, he'd have been their match, but it doesn't work out like that.
For me, Ricky Burns is an out-and-out boxer. Mid to long range, and obviously prefers that long range rather than mid, you know, but mid to short is not his game. When he's behind that jab of controlling from the centre of the ring, he's in control of nearly every opponent. It's when they get to him, close the gap down like Smith's doing there, look, that he has problems.
So if you were his coach, that would be where he'd be working on it, improving him up close.
Oh, yeah, definitely, you know, because you're not going to be able to keep a fight at distance for the whole duration of the contest. So you've got to work on the weaknesses, and probably inside work is his weakness.
Still only 24 though, he seems to have been around a while, this Burns, but still got time on his side.
There was a clear example, you see. He landed with 2 or 3 shots, but he then allowed Smith to just tie him up on the inside. And he shouldn't be doing this. This is where a cut could come. Anything can happen on the inside. You know, the elbows go in the heads. Keep it long, son.
Smith gambling with those big hooks.
Hey, let go.
No, Jim. John. The one thing I like about Smith is he's always in the contest, right to the very last bell.
He's value for money, isn't he? That's why he gets the bookings.
You know, he represents. He's the backbone of the sport. He really is. He'll turn up at the drop of an hat. The kid will come.
Have gloves, will travel. And when he gets there, he'll give it a go.
Better again from Burns, that was lovely.
Yeah, and plenty of support from the crowd. He's a popular fighter up here. Big swing again from Smith. Burns saw it coming. Another competitive round. Burns probably just doing enough to edge it once more. Ricky Burns managed, as the writing on the back of his trainer's shirt tells you, by Alec Morrison, who's been a big player in Scottish boxing now for many a year.
Again here, Billy Smith just coming forward, walking onto shots. Wasn't a lot thrown there that hit the target. But Smith just working on the inside there.
Nothing stupid here, okay? Just box in my hand, get elbows in, hands up. After a clinch, keep your hands up because he'll try and hit you on the leg. Try and hit a couple of times, okay?
So seconds out for the last round. A decent scrap, but Burns has had the edge, as you'd expect him to have. Smith, you can be absolutely certain, though, will try and push him all the way down the final run-in. Still trying to get lucky with those big hooks.
Oh yes, Smith will give it everything, John. He really will. He'll try for the knockout. This is where Burns has got to keep those hands up, like his corner says. Hands up and elbows in. Box sensibly. That's what he's got to do. You know, it's not over to that final bell.
On my card, I've got every round going to Burns, although the odd one's been close. I thought the fourth was perhaps Smith's best round.
Smith's making a mistake here now, John. That head stopped. Now it's not moving so much, and that's why he's getting caught. He's getting picked off. That's better. He's got to move the head. He must have heard me.
You're learning to project your voice. So coming up to the last minute, and it looks as though it's going to go the full distance. Smith pretty much unmarked for all the shots he's taken.
Oh, lovely, that was better. 2 shots and away.
maybe trying to just put on a little bit of a grandstand finish for his many fans here now, Ricky Burns.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him just throw maybe 2 or 3, 4 combinations rather than the single shots, just to finish the contest up nice. But it's been a good scrap in it, John, at the end of the day.
Yeah, it has. It's been one worth watching. And Smith still in there pitching right up to the final bell. But I don't think there's any doubt whose hand is going to be raised by the referee. And there we are, victory for Ricky Burns. Probably taking all 6 rounds. And boxing pretty well tonight.
Yeah, good performance, and that was a real stiff workout for Ricky Burns. And yeah, they'll be pleased with the night's work. And he's keeping busy. That was his 5th fight since September, so he's boxing well, boxing regular. And that was a good performance against a gutsy opponent.
Well, there we are.